ghastly night of which I am about to tell you, my beloved ex-wife Claudia said to me...
Oliver, I don't think you'd be able to stop talking about yourself long enough to announce the end of the world.
Despite this vote of confidence, I feel I must relate what happened on the day my life came to an end. Oh, it started again. Claudia saw to that, but, well, I can never quite get over the fear that one day Sock Holderness will put two and two together and smash his gun butt against our tasteful front door and demand an explanation. You see, quite frankly, I'm scared stiff of Sock. And I heard that recently he'd returned from some mission for the government in some newsworthy hellhole of violence and, well, more violence, really. Career army man. Married the lovely...
Oliver, there you are.
Georgiana Stradling. The siren of our student days. Well, yes. I rather think I am, Georgiana.
Am I late? You haven't been waiting.
Note, no apologies. Merely a question. Not at all. However, the train was late. Half an hour, I believe.
Jolly good job I wasn't hanging around then. Hop in, Oliver. Oh, sorry. Of course. I remember Sock saying Oliver never hopped in his life. Too undignified.
It's all too easy to see why the icy and brilliant Georgiana married Sock. A literally handsome bastard. He crashed some county do of her parents, and it was eyes across the room, love in moments, marriage in months.
Sock's away somewhere at the moment, Oliver. Zanzibar, the Gulf. Couldn't get back for the weekend.
What a pity. Who else is coming?
Just Colin and Adrian. Thought it could be a reunion weekend. Get the old university gang together. Well, obviously not Claudia.
Yes, obviously not. Colin and Adrian. Well, you'll meet them in good time as the ghastly weekend winds towards its, I now tend to think, inevitable conclusion. Oh, there's also a dreadful child in the case. Josiah. Josh. 11. Child of Sock and Georgiana. My godson. Though God knows how I got inveigled into that particular farce. Unpleasant child. At his father's public school. Josh home, I suppose?
Staying over with a friend. Be here tomorrow. He's looking forward to seeing you, Oliver.
Yeah, me too. Oh, God.
Eh?
Nothing. I think I swallowed a gnat.
Looks like you could use some feeding up after Claudia, I mean.
You see, they were all concerned about my recent separation from the love and financial support of my life. Poor old Ollie, all on his own, they'd say. No one to pay for him now. Claudia being a very successful lawyer, as well as a very successful bitch. Have to cheer him up, they'd say. Bastards. Have to gloat, more likely. Well, if they thought, any of them, that they were going to patronise me with their pity, they were wrong. That's what I thought then. That summer weekend in Suffolk in 1982, when my life came to an end. Well, I'd heard you'd moved back to the family pile. Such a pile, Georgiana. It's
big.
Impressive. I know Pevsner says it's rather noddy land, but...
You looked it up, then?
Of course he did. You know Oliver hates to be found out.
Hello, Colin. Where did you spring from?
The conservatory, looking at the orchids. But it is quite a pile. I must say, when I heard you were moving back...
Couldn't sell the place, could I? And there's the estuary virtually at the bottom of the garden, and Sock loves to sail. So does Josh. I call them my sailor boys. Why did you help Oliver with his luggage, Colin?
Because losing a wife doesn't mean he's also lost the use of his arm.
Thank you, Colin.
I grew up here anyway. It's home. Always has been. My people.
Ah, my people. Such a resonant phrase. The landed gentry of old England. Wet dogs on the hearth, bad food, and shotguns in the hall. Shabby, but oh, so my people.
Still talking rot then, Oliver. Come on. I expect you'd like a drink.
I rather expected at least an elephant's foot umbrella, Stan. Maybe even a stuffed animal or two? A bear, perhaps, shot by an ancestor?
There are no bears in Suffolk, Oliver.
G&T, Oliver?
Colin was always the most conventional of us. Art. Well, we all went into art in one way or another, but only Colin taught it. At some northern university where he led a squalid bachelor life serviced by a succession of young women. Me? Yes, the arts. Bit of selling, quite a bit of being kept, until AC, after Claudia. I wrote occasionally for the magazines, sold a few drawings I'd found in a family vault. Though to tell the truth, I was actually rather relieved to be invited for weekends where I did not have to pay my way.
Pevsner does comment favourably, however, on the view out across the estuary.
It is rather beautiful in a poignant, seascapey, crossing the bar kind of way. For though from out our bourne of time and place the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot's face when I have crossed the bar. Tennyson.
I know. Here's your gin.
Besides, Oliver never crosses a bar. Just leans against it until someone carries him home.
Really, Colin, now it's hot.
Oh, good Lord, what on earth is that?
What is what?
There on the wall, on the mount. Looks like 4 little, feet, actually.
Otters.
Oh, goodness me.
Used to hunt them when I was a girl. And nibble with your gin, Colin.
Thanks.
I no longer quite like darling Georgiana in the old, uncomplicated way, as I liked Venetian windows or Earth Florentine. That is what I decided as I struggled to run myself a bath. The plumbing was as old and as eccentrically English as the rest of the place, but in the end, like the class it served, dependable, and conveniently placed to serve both my room and the one that Adrian had been assigned. Yes, Adrian arrived latish. He was, perhaps, the cleverest of us, worked in London, facilitated the movement of art, buying, selling, reviewing, prowling old houses, sniffing out lost treasures, that sort of thing. Come in, Adrian. After all, it's your bathroom too.
Oliver.
He owned a 3-storey house in Spitalfields. Lots of excitingly dangerous young criminals to meet. Still consorting with organised crime?
Well, better than disorganised crime. How are you?
As you see, drawing a bath before dinner.
Yes. Positively breath whistle. Hadn't you better turn it off before it explodes? And besides, I'd like to have one myself.
And you?
Oh, I've been working on a charming late 18th century ceiling. Decorated, obviously. The V&A are interested, but so is Vienna. But, really, how are you? Are you all right?
I have disposed of Claudia. Oddly, in the sculpture court at the V&A. A silent and ferocious walk around the ceramics, the new rather awful glass gallery, and, yes, I occasionally still get the horrors, but otherwise I am quite well.
But considerably poorer. She still loves you. You must know that.
Must I?
I can tell you this. I was in Covent Garden a few weeks ago, and I saw Claudia at Tutton's. She was making a bit of a scene.
I'm glad to hear it. I imagined she'd taken her dinner in liquid form. Did she do something predictable? Chuck up on the waiter? Throw an omelette? Lose a shoe?
For God's sake, Ollie, don't be silly. She looks a bloody sight more dignified than you, standing there sneering as if you had done something to be proud of.
All I'm doing, Adrian, is climbing into my bath. Ooh.
You never used to be like this.
Are you surprised? We used to be golden lads and lasses. Look at us now. As you so tactfully reminded me, I've done nothing to be proud of. Have you? Oh, what do you do? Arslick potential customers? Crawl to the meja?
At least I haven't sold off the family ancestral art.
That surely is because you have neither ancestors nor art of your own to sell.
couple of them came up at Sotheby's recently.
Bloody drawings went for tuppence halfpenny.
I bought one.
Dirt cheap, if I remember. A bargain.
Don't be a total idiot. I bought it to keep for you.
It was perfectly obvious that Adrian was keeping it as a reunion present for the day I went crawling back to Claudia. I shan't miss it.
I like it.
Then keep it.
You shouldn't have sold them, Oliver.
I have spent the summer living in a hovel in King's Cross without enough to drink. It was a straight choice between selling a picture or selling the use of my various orifices. I thought on the whole I'd rather sell the picker.
But it's a good picture. OK, not great, but...
But I am trying to take a bath, Adrian, if you don't mind.
Yes, well...
You can let yourself out. And he did. We had declared a surly truce, and over dinner we reminisced, with caution, drank, in my case, without caution, and slept in our separate beds. The next morning after breakfast, well, it is a truth universally acknowledged that any man not in possession of a slipped disc, who is a guest at a house with extensive gardens and an absent master...
Colin, the herbaceous border.
What?
Needs cutting down, so cut.
...is expected to earn his keep by doing endless work amongst the vegetables and...
Oliver, peas.
Peas? Georgiana, dear?
Pick the peas, please. You may use this trunk.
Trug? Yes, quite.
Adrian?
Sorry, my love. I will be painting a charming watercolour of the house with the morning sun.
So we picked and, crafty sod, painted the morning wet. At some point, my repulsive godson and his even more repulsive dog were delivered by Range Rover.
Hello, Mummy. I'm back.
My godson, like many children, had a way of stating the obvious that made my teeth curl.
Hello, Josh, darling. Thanks awfully, Caro. No trouble, I hope.
Of course I was. Oh, look. It's Oliver with a trug. Hello, Oliver. What are you doing?
Hello, Josh. I'm picking peas.
For our supper, Josh.
Aren't you going to say hello to Taggart, Oliver?
Hello, Taggart.
Colin and Adrian are here too, Josh.
Colin! Adrian!
He's growing up.
Yes, Oliver, they do.
Take after Sock, does he?
Oh, yes, he's a real little man. Now, back to work.
By mid-afternoon, I'd picked every pea and given up useful work, and joined Georgiana, who was shelling the results of my labours. Wonderful.
Eh?
Watching the afternoon shadows creep across the lawns, quite Rupert Brooke. Visitors? Not Sock, is it?
No, I don't know. No one was.
Looks like a soldier in mufti to me.
Oh, Lord.
Yes. Neat blazer, short haircut, striped shirt, fine, hard profile. Like Sock Holderness, and yet unlike.
Hello? What is it?
An able, energetic boy, while Sock was a man.
Mrs. Holderness?
She paused, her face strained, and I realised she must have thought he'd come to tell her that Sock was dead. Then...
Sorry to burst in on you like this. Edward Horsfall. I promised Sock I'd look in on you.
Oh, yes, Mr. Horsfall.
Lieutenant, actually.
How nice of you. Do come over.
Why is it that the eruption of one reasonably good-looking lieutenant into a company of aesthetes produces such distressing symptoms of inadequacy?
This is Collins. Fuel, Adrian Brown.
They almost stood to attention. It was quite revolting.
How do you do?
How do you do? Pleased to meet you.
Absolutely, Lieutenant. Quite, yes. Good journey, but traffic not too bad.
Though Horsfall was a childish shadow to Sock, he was still the kind of man I can never feel comfortable with. Young Josh, of course, fell instantly under the military spell.
Josh Holderness, sir.
Sir? The hound rammed its nose into the soldier's testicles.
That's Taggart, sir. And that's Oliver, my godfather. But he's scared of dogs.
Glad to meet you. I'm Edward Horsfall. Edward to you, laddie. I'm a friend of your pa's.
Let's go inside and give Lieutenant Horsfall a glass of something cool.
Oh, jolly good.
I turned aside to retch into the hollyhocks and follow up the rear, as it were. Sock certainly can choose them, eh?
What are you talking about, Oliver?
Well, the young soldier there, Adrian. Rather 18th century, master of hounds, manly stuff, well-filled breeches and all that. Did I catch a A wistful glance as the dog nuzzled the lieutenant's pride.
Sometimes, Oliver, I just wish you'd shut up.
Do you think she'll ask him to stay the night?
It would be the polite thing to do. And if she does, Oliver, then you had better behave.
When do I not?
Most of the time, since you so stupidly walked out on Claudia. You have become bitter and, I'm sorry, carping and full of self-pity. You should try and pull yourself together, at least in company.
Well, the arrival of the handsome young soldier has certainly put some...
That's enough.
And enough it was. We had our cool drink and then back to the garden. Horseful digging away with Josh following like a happy puppy and Colin and Adrian trying to be, I think the only word is, manly. At last the afternoon ended. We went to our rooms, changed our clothes. We didn't dress for dinner, but cleaner corduroys, a striped shirt, a boring tie, which I composed as I descended. But as I reached the threshold of the drawing room, I sensed something was up. Georgiana was stretched out on the sofa, looking gorgeous, one pale hand resting on the telephone.
Pour yourself something, Oliver, and sit down. You're about to get a nasty shock.
A creditor who'd found my number. Sock coming home unannounced.
Aren't you supposed to have tonic with your gin?
Yes. Well, go on, Georgiana. Astonish me.
You know the house on the other side of the estuary?
Of course. It's called Blackwater, built by Sir John Soane. Looks a bit like Norwich Jail. I assume you're asking if I know it belongs to a friend of my ex-wife.
It belongs to my cousin.
So? And?
My cousin is called Stephen Gibbs. I don't think he's ever done anything worth mentioning except contract a disastrous marriage. Oh, and make a vulgar amount of money.
Yes, the wife is a friend of Claudia.
I pushed him in the estuary once when we were children. Wish I'd done it more often.
Well, and how is he taking his revenge for the cold dips of yesteryear? I assume he is, since you've mentioned him. No immediate answer was forthcoming. Colin and Adrian, infected by the military air in the room, muttered,
Bit much.
Damn right. Too much.
It's his wife I object to. There are limits.
What was her name?
Florabella, Teresa, Immaculata, the kind of thing you'd expect from the worst mix of New York and South America.
Isabella.
Fine. We've established that she is called Isabella and substitutes heavy perfume for frequent baths. Let me have another little drink. And you can tell me what she's done.
She has just invited herself and her friends to lunch tomorrow.
She lives 5 miles away.
Less by water.
She makes remarks about us at parties all over Suffolk. What she hasn't done to the house is nobody's business, and she has the bloody cheek to phone and invite herself over.
Probably heard that Adrian was here and wants him to sell some 14th century chamber pot.
Leave me out of it.
Don't be a fool, Ollie. The man is a cousin of sorts, and I actually found I'd ended up inviting them.
You've never done it before?
Of course not. How could one? Florabella. And now we have to feed them.
And quoth the soldier...
Don't you worry, Mum. Have game pie for lunch. Let me pump a couple of extra cartridges into the rabbit before you serve. Never fails. No narg ever comes back for more. Jolly good. That'll show 'em.
Gracious God! I began to feel I was in a 19th century drawing room tragicomedy. And what exactly is a nog?
That's awfully sweet of you, Edward. But much as I love the idea of playing hell with their expensive dental work, it's not that simple. I do feel seriously they need a lesson. You should see what they've done to the house. My family house, in fact. My roots. Oh, if only Sock were here, he'd sort them out.
Well, if I can do anything to hold the fort till he gets back.
Colin and Adrian look positively thrilled to think that they might be a part of this fort holding.
Freshen your drink, Edward.
Here, have some salted almonds, old man.
But why was Horsfall here? As locum tenens for Sock till his own return? What duties was he supposed to fulfil for his absent chief?
Georgiana, another for you.
Why not? A large one, I think.
It began to occur to me as the repulsive Josh and dog entered.
Hello, Mummy.
And made straight for Horsfall.
Hello, Edward.
That some fun might be had out of what looked like being a dismal evening.
Hello, Josh. Have an almond.
Gosh, thank you, sir.
Now, Josh, you've got to be grown up. We're talking about people you know, so you mustn't repeat what we say.
Who?
Your Uncle Stephen and his friends.
They're wet, Edward.
Stephen's grandfather snitched the place from us. I wouldn't mind so much if they hadn't ruined it.
How, exactly?
First World War, Adrian. My grandfather inherited the place, but, well, went off and did his duty. Fought on the Western Front.
Damn good show, too.
Died, of course, like so many.
Good men all. Good men.
They're damn good men.
Adrian.
What?
Pour me another, will you?
Anyway, some dreadful cousin, a shady MP, made a fast deal with the widow and grabbed the place for next to nothing.
Rough luck.
If Blackwater's ours, why don't they give it back? They've got a real jetty. I could have a proper boat.
Things don't happen like that in England nowadays, Josh, more's the pity. Uncle Stephen doesn't go in for giving anything back to anyone.
Why the high tone, madam, I thought. After all, the whole lot of you stole what you've got in the first place. But you wouldn't want Blackwater back, Georgiana?
Matter of principle.
Can't let these people...
Get away with it.
It isn't fair.
So far, so good. And from what I've read in Pevsner, Blackwater is pretty grim.
It's only grim because grim people live in it. If it could ever be put back together once...
Isabella.
had finished with it, it'd be fine.
I don't think they've done anything to the fabric.
With which Adrian, knowing the nooks and crannies of every old house in the country, would be quite familiar.
I don't know. Didn't I read in Interiors that some modern architect had put a melamine chimney piece in the dining room?
Avocado baths. 7 of them. And they've painted the library sludge brown.
Ah, so that's where the sewn pier glass at Sotheby's furniture sale came from.
You mean they've rotted the show? Londoned it up?
Of course they have. That's the kind of people they are.
Rough. Damn rough.
Oh, come on. People have a right to decorate their own houses, don't they? Besides, if they left it alone, what would you have to talk about?
Don't be silly.
No, let him talk. You may as well practice on us, Oliver, since you'll be discussing the whole thing with your wife tomorrow.
What? I said, stupidly, feeling the usual sick qualm.
Claudia's staying there. We could hardly not invite her. We do try and keep up some standards here, whatever Stephen and Isabella might do.
Silence fell on the merry little gathering. I watched them watching me. I wandered over to the window and looked out over the estuary.
Another drink, anyone?
Oh, yeah.
Please.
Love one.
Just a splash of tonic for me. They were drinking more than their habit, and I reflected that whatever I had to do to prevent it, the lunch party would not happen the next day. I would not sit mute at the table under Claudia's eye. I'd been made to look enough of a fool. And now the others were embarrassed for me. And if I'd learnt nothing else from Claudia, I knew how to turn, ever so subtly, embarrassment into...
Poor old Oliver. We should have told you at once, but we thought it better to let you top up your gin level first.
Oliver, dear Oliver, it's probably all to the good. After a week with that cow, Isabella, Claudia will probably be so glad to get back to civilization that she'll fall on your neck the minute she sees you.
Given the way her eyes were lingering on young Horseful, I felt this paean in praise of the sanctity of marriage was a little... I don't know. She's probably well rid of me.
That's the spirit.
Onward and upward. Cheers. Oh, drink up.
Cheers.
So, Georgiana, did they get Blackwater with the contents, or did your grandmother manage to get the best stuff over here?
They copped the lot.
Pictures, furniture, frescoes and all? Fresh and you drink.
Thank you. Yes, the lot. And they've put up Laura Ashley wallpaper.
Really ought to be a law. English Heritage should have got an injunction.
Shag pile carpet over the painted floor in the saloon and spotlights over the pictures.
You mean they copped all the ancestral pictures? Gin for them, tonic only for me.
Portraits, that sort of thing.
Oh, yes, Edward, the lot.
Well, if you want to see any of them now, I suppose you'll have to eat buckets of humble pie. Do the soggy dog act like dear old Taggart. Isabella, could we please peek at your paintings, pant, slobber?
Oliver's scared of dogs. Do you have a dog, Edward?
Black lab, old son. Good enough dog. Wish I had him as well trained as your Taggart.
I do believe that Josh would have followed his father's lieutenant to the ends of the earth at that moment, as would the starstruck Colin and Adrian. My task was to find them all a destination. Wasn't there, I seem to remember something rather good, Georgiana, rather fine.
Hell and darkness, yes. I forgive them for swiping the house, but they could have left the stubs.
Stubs? What kind of stubs, Mummy?
Not ticket stubs, darling. He was a painter.
Horses. Painted horses.
Great painter, Josh.
One of Britain's finest. Paintings go for millions nowadays when they come up for auction.
Horses, eh? Well, that's the kind of art I like.
Oh, you'd like this one, Edward. I'd give the whole of the house and grounds for it. This house, too. It's a man with a rearing black horse. Marvellous.
What? The one that's only in the book? Private collection, Suffolk. Bloody hell.
Sheer chance that I'd been leafing through the book a few months earlier and seen the entry too, and linked it with something Claudia had once said about a visit to Isabella and Stephen. Do you mean it's a really good one, Adrian?
Simply the best. Well, as far as one can tell from a photograph that must have been taken in the 40s, I thought it had been lost. Georgiana, are you really telling us that your relations have got the horse tamer hanging on their ghastly, glazed, dragged and sponged walls? Good Lord.
It's been away for cleaning, but it's back now. A man holding a rearing black horse. Simply stunning.
It's a scandal that there should only be one spotty photograph available. I'd love to see it.
No chance. Something to do with insurance, so they say. Of course, their decorator friends can look all they want, but no one with a mind.
If they're coming over tomorrow, perhaps we could get invited back for tea and take a peek.
Oh, for God's sake, Ollie, where's your pride? They stole the bloody thing off my family.
Well, if it's ours, why don't we just go and take it back? Daddy could do it, and I bet Edward could too. Couldn't you, Edward?
And Horsfall, feeling the dignity of the British Army at stake.
Quick take-out mission might be a possibility.
At least we'd see it if we half-inched it.
It was quite clear that I would have to do very little to get them involved in a distinctly discreditable rag, provided the alcohol kept flowing, for them, if not for me. Freshen your drinks? I merely staggered a little and grinned inanely, as if I were up to my old boozing trick.
Breaking and entering, 6 months without the option. Come on, we're pillars of society now. Adrian writes for the Spectator. I have students.
You can have a little more of this.
Even Oliver has...
It would show them.
Judges tend to take a dim view of it, Georgiana. People end up in the slammer.
Only, thank you, Oliver, only if they're stupid enough to get caught. Anyway, it's the painting I'm worried about. Central heating, dry hot rooms, paint cracking.
Flaking off onto the shag pile carpet.
It's obvious they don't deserve it.
Well, maybe, but it's a valuable painting. I mean, where would you keep it? In the cellar?
They could see it here. You could tell them to look after it properly, then they can have it back.
If Horsfall thought Georgiana would give up the stubs once she'd got it, he didn't know her very well. Which, of course, fortunately, he didn't. However, I felt this was the moment to create a little fence for them to jump over. Jolly good, Lieutenant, but what are you going to do when they catch you? Guilt-handed, as it were, in the drawing room with the picture.
I'm sure Sock could do it without getting caught, and I bet Edward could too.
I could.
Georgiana was a beautiful woman, but never have I seen gin and acquisitiveness combined to such astounding effect.
Might need a team. How big's the thing?
Not vast. 4 foot by 6.
2 men could lift it easily.
How drunk was Adrian?
I'll come and keep watch.
Good man.
How Colin glowed. Shall we have dinner? So the chaps can build up their strength, since you obviously plan to go rowing.
Who said anything about rowing?
A good man. Good thinking.
It seems obvious. They'd hear a car. There's probably gravel on the drive.
Be quicker across the estuary. There's a boat, isn't there?
Yes.
I can steer her.
Josh, you should have eaten years ago. You'll just have to come in with us.
Did I see a map in the hall? 25-inch?
Yes, you did.
Excellent. We'll take it in with our scoff and have a good look at it.
I held my breath, trying not to explode with laughter. Then followed them in. Outside, it was getting dark, and the tide was rising.
Good old Ollie. Never could resist a final go at the drinks tray.
I sipped my neat tonic and smiled, and vowed that Adrian would pay for that smug and patronising...
Josh, be a good boy and bring in some wine from Daddy's cupboard. 4 bottles, I think.
Good man, Josh.
Righto, Edward.
Horsfall sat at the head of the table. in his master's chair. The others gathered around him as Georgiana placed a large enamelled dish before them.
Here we are.
Oh, cottage pie, God bless it. And confusion to all mucked up foreign cookery and French sauces.
Oh, Josh, you have rather brought the best, darling. But why not? Edward, will you open?
Oh, good idea. Silver mugs warm up well.
Blimey. It is the best, isn't it?
And why not?
Steady on, Edward. Don't want a pint of the stuff.
Oh.
Confusion to all knobs.
Good Lord, Ollie, not drinking?
Later, just a little upset.
Little too much gin, more likely. Age getting to you, old chap.
I wonder what Sock's eating tonight.
Classified information, I'm afraid.
Steak pie and chocolate pudding. That's what Daddy likes, and so do I.
Horsefall gave the brat a playful punch on the arm, in the way grown-ups do to remind the young that they were young themselves. Once, I felt a shiver at the invocation of Sock's name. He really was a terror. But time to press on. I don't want to shove my oar in here, but, do any of you actually know how to muffle an oar? I mean, you don't want to arrive squeaking, do you?
Don't you tie cloth around the blades to stop them splashing?
Tosh. All you need to do is grease the rollocks, shove in a bit of cloth and feather carefully when you pull out for the next stroke.
You used to do quite a lot of messing around in boats, didn't you, Colin, back at uni? Oh, drink up.
When did you last pull an honest oar, Ollie?
The words, "not since I married," rose to my lips, but I repressed them. All this meat seems to have gone to your head, Colin. You see, Edward, all the poor chap usually has of a night is a banana and spliff with his Rastafarian lodger.
Cut it out, will you? We've got better things to do than listen to you being clever.
Good.
Well, you can take a turn tonight, Ollie, old man.
No, thanks very much. I'm for an early night.
You're coming, my lad. Where there's a weak link in a unit, you're far better having him under your eye where he can't rock the show. Sock taught me that. Not that he ever put up with a weak link for long on operational service. Dark night, ground rough underfoot, and...
Do you a power of good, Ollie?
Now, look, all this public school heartiness is giving me a bilious headache. Forget it.
I've taken men out for saying less than that.
Quoth the bloody son of bloody Belial, flown with insolence and wine.
Oliver, I will not have you being beastly rude to a guest at my table. And what's so insolent about all this? All we're trying to do is get back my family property. Apologise at once.
I had gone too far. I was in too deep. Of course. Edward, frightfully sorry. I promise never to quote out of a book again. I'll never even read one, if you like.
Right. Now, men.
Edward, please. Sorry, but hadn't we better do it soon? Daddy was. The tide's probably almost in now, and we'll need to get clear across without grounding.
Stout fellow, Josh. Right. We cross the water, we stroll in, hoist the thing. Anyone know the layout of the place?
Designed by Soane. Your subject, Adrian. I expect you could draw us a plan, eh?
I suppose, but after all, isn't it really... We aren't really... Are we?
Time you had some more of this fine claret.
Good show for once. Bumpers all. A toast. To the success of this mission.
To the success of this mission.
To Sockholderness, coming home soon and well.
To Sockholderness, coming home soon and well.
To men now dead or overseas.
To men now dead or overseas.
Now we're going to need some other kit. White shirts won't do. Shooting drill. Georgiana, your good man must have a barber or two about the place.
Plenty in Sock's study. Let's go up. He's got a better map up there, too.
Sure.
Ollie, just a moment.
Don't want to get left behind, Adrian. So exciting.
Sometimes I think you really are the cleverest of us all.
Huh? I'm not following you.
Do you ever feel ashamed of yourself?
Sorry, old man, I'm not with you.
What was it last year at Sotheby's, when you tricked some poor American into buying a piece of rubbish for an astronomical sum?
Oh, Americans. Well, they deserve it.
Nobody deserves to be cheated or...
Adrian...
Why, Ollie? Just for fun or spite? Because the world doesn't recognise your blinding worth.
I simply don't recognise what you're saying.
Is that why Claudia walked out on you?
I walked out on her at the V&A, remember?
Oh, just shut up. I've got your number. Now, you go upstairs and put a stop to this. After all, you started it.
Not me. Besides, I hardly think the gallant lieutenant will listen to reason at this point. He's too fired up being a hero for his lady. Now, drink up.
You do... You are the... There is...
Oh, come on, Adrian.
Just to make mischief. To make us act like fools while...
I think they're waiting.
Here you are, Edward.
Whiskey, that's the stuff to give the troops. Not you, laddie, I'm afraid.
This is Daddy's favourite. He wouldn't mind you having some, Edward. Or Colin, or Adrian.
Don't mind if I do.
Sock's study had all the comforts of an estate manager's office, which it resembled. The lads were at the whiskey as Georgiana carried corduroy slacks and Barber jackets and thick sweaters through from the wardrobe, and a touch of rough, masculine cloth, as well as the whiskey, seems to have settled Adrian's doubts as he was busy drawing the plans of the house. I found a tide table and did my little bit to further the
A tide table. High water 23:45.
All right, men. We've got half an hour. Oliver, put this on.
I told you, I'm not coming.
You're coming if I have to drag you every inch of the way by the scruff of your neck.
Good man, Edward.
Well, if I must, I must. But I'm not dressing up. I have a dark coat and a scarf in the hall. Ooh, and I've got an umbrella, too, in case it rains.
You'll get wet and like it.
There is something about a total lack of a sense of irony which is quite breathtaking.
Stop it, Oliver. And Edward, don't be brutal.
From Georgiana, that connoisseur of brutes.
There'll be alarms. What's the betting?
Almost certainly, but if they've got someone staying, they'll switch them off.
What are they like, Stephen and Isabella? I mean, will they hear anything, be suspicious? Is he likely to come rushing out with a weapon?
From my brief acquaintance, I'd say certainly not. The man can hardly muster more than a well-bred grunt, and Isabella, well, she grew up in New York.
Huh?
She can't hear a thing.
He who dares, eh?
Sock's whiskey was taking quite a beating as they stood round the table like the doomed toughs in any 30s novel of adventure.
Straight job. Silent. We land, we go in, we retreat in good order. Josh, the boat sound?
Yes, sir.
Take 5.
Look here.
Josh?
Yes, sir.
Right, good man. Now, if there isn't anything to tie up to over the water, the barrack room lawyer here can bloody stand in the mud and hold it.
Thank you.
Adrian, got that plan ready?
Yes.
Good man. You can talk us through on the boat. Screwdrivers for the windows, probably the picture too. Georgiana?
Sock's workshop. It'll have all you need.
Josh, cut along there now. Get screwdrivers, pliers, some wire.
Yes, sir.
And might as well take this too.
Sock's shotgun. I knew then that Horsfall had completely taken leave of his senses. Or rather, I knew when I saw, I am prepared to swear it, that it was loaded.
I say, steady on.
Shut up. Well, what are we waiting for?
As we filed down the stairs, I looked back and saw Georgiana take hold of his sleeve.
Good luck. I'll have all the lights on to guide you home. Fire the gun twice as you come in, if you've got the picture.
I'll have it. She put her arms around him and kissed him. And I had a sudden, utterly terrifying image of Sock coming home now and finding them together. God, what a horror that would have been.
Right, I'm in. Get a bloody move on, Oliver.
I managed to get in, somehow.
Careful with your feet.
Clear air, Josh.
Can't say I liked the rocking, or the oily gurgle of the water.
Clear, sir.
Now, men, dig in.
All rode fast, but none rode faster than Stroke.
Shut your mouth before someone shuts it for you.
Terribly sorry. I started to hum Cherubino's song from Figaro, all about the little page going off to be a brave soldier. Adrian and Colin at least would get it.
Now, let's run through it again. Weak link guards the boat. 3 of us and the lad crawl up to the terrace, utilising whatever cover we can find.
Alla gloria militar, Cherubino la vittoria, alla gloria militar, alla gloria militar.
Soften it. Right, Ben. Let's go.
Can somebody tell me, please, why we're doing this?
To show them and you and everyone like I had you alone for 5 minutes, I'd knock the nonsense. Because there's nothing else to do, you fool.
Oh, I know why you're doing it, Edward, and for whom. You're proving the age of chivalry isn't dead.
That's enough, Oliver. You unspeakably bloody little man. Is there anything you wouldn't sneer at, Oliver?
Was that you or the sheep, Colin?
You stay, Oliver. Right, men, move out.
I knew I couldn't let it go ahead. But how could I stop it without having the whole thing pinned on me? Well, I wasn't going to stay by the boat, so I followed the lads up the garden and hid on the terrace, from where I could see through the French windows into the dining room. And there was Claudia, with Isabella and Stephen. My own Claudia. And outside, the commandos. Horsefall's dark shape approaching as I sank down behind an ornamental urn.
Is it luck? 3 of them in the dining room. Gallery window open? No, but we'll soon solve that.
They trooped back along the side of the house to the library window.
That's it. That's the gallery. Righto. Adrian, Colin, follow me. Josh, down to the garden and cover the retreat. Pick you up on the way back.
Yes, sir.
Give me the gun. Right. Safety's off. No one's going to stop us now.
God help us. Horsefall, Adrian and Colin slipped through the window. They had broken and entered. I crouched watching them, watching Claudia. Clever, cunning Claudia, who I needed now if I was ever going to get out of this one without ending up in the slammer. Claudia's hearing, like mine, is, thank God, acute. I saw her turn. Quiet. I had to attract her attention. Get her outside.
Paris for a while, Isabella. My head's a bit stuffy.
Sure, honey. You want we should walk with you? Please.
Oh, no. I'll be fine in a moment. Okay, what exactly are you doing out here, imitating what you always maintained was my cry of orgasm? Not that you would know. It is you, Oliver.
Hello, darling. And I assure you it is a remarkably accurate image.
What the bloody hell are you doing here?
I was brought by a boatload of mad Englishmen who are, at this very moment, stealing your host's stubs.
Are they dangerous?
Quite possibly.
And you want out?
Yes.
And you want my help? Well?
Shh.
Right, men. Let's get it out. I'll check the retreat.
Do you want my help?
All right, yes, I do.
Josh.
Oh, please, sir.
That's Georgiana's boy. What the hell have you done, Oliver?
We're coming through.
Get down, he's coming back. That man's got a gun.
Keep the lead out, you chat. Be careful. Thank you. Slide. You're in. Colin. Fine, eh? Great. Good men all. Let's go. Should be in the army. Damn good shots. And training. Come on. Come on, then.
They've gone.
Right. This is the number here. Go down to the gate. There's a phone box just along the road at the bus stop. Call. I'll fix it. Now go. Oh, I feel much better now, thanks. Thought it was a headache. Oh, if only dear old Oliver would come back from Italy.
Oh, I guess you missed that guy.
Of course she does.
Once Claudia was back inside, I followed the lads back down to the boat, just to be sure they were on their way.
Where's that shit, Oliver?
Where indeed?
Told you he was the weak link. I reckon we should push off while the going's good. Leave the miserable little sod to find his own way back.
I've probably gone to chuck up in the woods.
Well, he can't rat now.
Up to his neck in it. Let him rot.
And he's afraid of dogs.
Amid muted cries of self-congratulation, they slithered back to the boat, hoisted the picture aboard, and rowed for home. I headed down the drive for the phone box and called Claudia.
Hi, Walsingham 234234.
Hello, this is Oliver. Is Claudia there?
Sure, Oliver. Hold on.
For me, Isabella. Oh,
When she came to the phone, she pitched her voice to Carrie for the benefit of Isabella and Stephen.
Hello, Oliver.
Rhubarb, rhubarb.
Oh, how bloody. Engine totally done for.
Rhubarb, rhubarb.
Oh, you poor dear. Well, thank God someone told you where I was. But where are you exactly?
Rhubarb, rhubarb.
Oh, how sweet. No, it would have been a lovely surprise.
Rhubarb, rhubarb.
No, of course they won't. Isabella, Oliver is in the area. Dan's car broken down. He could book into hotel, but... Oh, that's lovely. No, she won't mind at all, darling. Should I collect you?
Rhubarb.
No, you can't walk. No, it's bloody miles. There's never a taxi. I'll pick you up. Where exactly?
Rhubarb. Rhubarb, rhubarb, rhubarb.
Oh, you too, darling. Bye.
Did I tell you Claudia was a lawyer? She could have been an actress. Naturally, she was there in moments.
Get in.
Claudia, my love, you're being very decent about this.
Think damage limitation. Is that barbarian Holderness involved?
Sock isn't there, thank God. If he had been, that gun might have been fired. It was one of his lieutenants.
Yes.
Young fool, head over heels in lust with Georgiana. And Adrian and Colin started thinking they were back in the upper sixth at St. Onan's.
And they took the child with them. How could Georgiana be so bloody stupid?
I rather think her feelings for Horsefall, young Lochinvar, are not quite as
Oh,
pure.
do be quiet. Is this your doing?
I tried to stop them.
Remember, Oliver, I know you.
Really?
I know exactly how you arranged our breakup. And I still miss you. I say that without prejudice, in a legal sense. What happened?
Well, they got terribly tanked up and decided to teach Isabella and all Dago upstarts that England still has claws and can look after herself.
Public school pups on the rampage.
Eton, Harrow, Rugby, the lot.
I would have thought that Georgiana at least would have had more sense.
Ah, the old double act. Sex and drink.
Never seemed to do much for you. Still, we can work on that, can't we?
Can we?
Oh, don't worry, Ollie. Won't be so bad. I'm sure love will find a way.
I'm sure it will have to. What now?
We go back to Blackwater and play a loving couple for Isabella and Stephen.
What?
Well, you think that they won't notice that their stubs had been stolen?
Borrowed?
Yeah, well, I'm sure that's exactly how the court will look at it, too. But you might not want to take the chance. Better to be in the clear. Poachers?
The dashing Horsefall announcing his victorious return and no doubt panting for his reward.
They won't damage the picture.
No. They might knock a bit of gilt off the frame, but neither Adrian or Colin would let it come to any harm.
They better not. Now, Isabella and Stephen are my friends. They don't know about your disgusting behaviour in the past. They assume that we are still happily married. So listen, if you screw this up in any way, I will make sure that you and your loutish chums end up behind bars.
I don't seem to have much choice, do I?
You have just returned from Italy. You decided to drive over tonight and surprise me after finding out from someone where I was staying. Your car broke down and, purely by chance, you found a garage.
Yeah.
Ollie.
There I was.
Just great to see you. Oh, what a romantic gesture. Claudia, you are one lucky girl.
Yes.
So good of you, the car.
Hey, no way. It's great to have you both. Got a little treat for you tomorrow, haven't we, Steve?
A drink, old boy.
Large one.
We're popping over the water to see Steve's cousin.
Oh, won't that be fun, Oliver? I'm sure they'll be so glad to see you too.
She was loving it, the bitch, making me pay. And I was hoping against hope that no one would offer to show me the wonderful stubs they'd got in the library.
You know, seriously, it's like being related to the Munsters. The last time they were here, the guy lurched in with blood on his jacket. Just murdered some poor bunny, I guess. Stood in the corner like a goddamn psychopath, drinking all Steve's whiskey and growling.
Ah, yes, that's so.
Here you are, Oliver. Chin.
Now, I mean, who the hell is he to look down on us? He's nothing but some kind of a hitman with a fancy accent.
But Georgiana's all right, though.
Oh, sure. That's why we want to see her while he's away. The guy scares me. They say he hangs dead pheasants in the lounge.
Oh, Isabella, apologies, but it's been a long day.
And it will, no doubt, be an equally long tomorrow across the water. We'll go up if you don't mind.
They didn't. Stephen set the alarms, fortunately without patrolling the house, and Claudia and I went to what was now our room. Shall I, take the couch?
The bed will be fine.
But what about you, darling?
The bed will be fine for me, too, darling.
It seemed that Claudia's purse was not the only adjunct of which I was to have the run. Now I was restored to conjugal bliss. Well, she who pays the piper. And to be honest, darling...
Darling.
That room in King's Cross had become a bit of a bore.
Oh. Oh.
Darling. And in the morning...
Oh, no! Oh, my God! Goddamn thieves! We've been robbed, for God's sake!
It started...
I think we should lie doggo for a bit. Let them get over the worst of it.
Well, can't we just leave? A mad, romantic dash?
These are my friends, Oliver. I won't let them down. They'll need me.
Ah, loyalty.
Quite. Now, in a few moments, I am going to get dressed, and so are you. And then we are going to go downstairs and be surprised and shocked and concerned.
I capitulated, as might any man whose scrotum was held in that tiny vice-like grip.
Kids, thank God you're up. Someone's stolen our stubs.
Oh, dear.
Oh.
Isabella, with that peculiarly American sense of obligation, decided we simply...
Can't let Georgiana down. Oh, the stubs will be miles away by now. And besides, we'd only get the local cops. Art theft needs the FBI.
CID, darling. So it was decided we'd visit as planned. Claudia...
So sensible, Izzy. We can call the police later.
...was loving it. I, knowing what I would have to face, felt somewhat sick, but definitely curious, as we climbed the steps to the great wooden front door.
Hello? Georgie?
Where is everybody?
Goodness knows.
Hello? Place looks a mess. Doors open, lights left on. Maybe they got robbed too.
Better find someone, eh?
Lead on, Stephen.
I suppose it's all right.
I'm sure it is. We're neighbors.
Hello? Hello?
In the drawing room. Colin, have you found him? Who is... Claudia? Oliver?
Hello, Adrian. We've come to see Georgiana.
Oh, my goddamn picture! What the hell is doing here?
Oh, sod the bloody painting.
No! You listen to me, Buster. Whoever you are.
Hell.
Damn shit! I don't know what the hell this is about, but Georgiana has 2 hours to get that thing back across the water. Otherwise, I call the cops. I will be waiting. Steve, let's go.
She turned and stalked out. Stephen trailed after. Claudia and I were forgotten in her age.
And Adrian, don't forget, I have a lot of friends in the law. I can make things very uncomfortable for you.
But Adrian didn't even hear her. He looked at me, and I knew it was far from over yet.
I hope you're feeling pleased with yourself. You succeeded beyond your wildest dreams.
Did Horsfall end up in bed with Georgiana?
Of course he bloody did. What I don't think even you reckoned on was that Josh had a stomachache in the night and walked in on them.
Oh, dear Lord.
It was all about as bad as it could be. Josh ran out of the house and Georgiana rooted us out of bed to go and look for him. She's like a bloody fury. I've never seen anything like it. Horsfall's already pissed off into the night. You know, Oliver, if anything's happened to Josh, it'll all be your fault. All? Oh, shut up. It makes me sick just looking at you. Who's that?
That must be Isabella. We should go.
No, it's not. It's Sock.
No. It can't be. I heard a slow, heavy step. Closer, until there was only one more door. I stood petrified, waiting in black, surging panic for the moment it would open, and I would see the face of Sock Holderness, who would know, absolutely and at once, that it was all my fault.
Come on, the window. Out, Oliver, now!
Claudia almost threw me out, and we legged it round the house to the car. Towards life, London, home.
In Crossing the Water by Jane Stevenson, dramatised for radio by Mike Walker, Oliver was played by Robert Dawes, Georgiana, Belinda Lang, Adrian, David Thorpe, Colin and Stephen Robert Whelan, Horsfall Ben Crow, Claudia Joanna Monroe, Isabella Maya Soterio, and Josh Laith Badwin. Crossing the Water was directed by Chris Wallace and was a Watershed production for BBC Radio 4.